Namaste and welcome to this new course of 7 days gratitude series. And today I wanted to explain to you why is gratitude something like a very strong foundation that helps you manifest what you want in life. So let me begin by telling you that gratitude is not just positive thinking. I'm sure many of the people, the moment start talking to my mentees, like who have come to me for the first time in tarot sessions or in past life regression, they tend to think that I'm talking about positive thinking. Gratitude is not positive thinking. Let me get you to understand what gratitude is. This may involve you to go and perhaps Google search something called the map of consciousness technique. You will get a kind of a map, okay, wherein you will have levels that is given to every emotion, and that's a scientific way of finding out about the vibration which is involved with every emotion. Back in the 1960s, Dr. Hawkins made a scientific experiment. He created a machine which can actually, you know, look at your aura. He created a machine which can understand your emotion and tell you what kind of a vibrational frequency you inhabit. Depending on your vibrational frequency, what kind of a life do you have, it will also predict that. And guess what? Everything that the machine said was actually absolutely true about people. So let's say you are suffering, you're in a shame state. Shame is the lowest form of frequency, and said that you feel like you don't belong. You even doubt God and things like, anything good can happen in my life. That's something, the biggest doubt in your life. You can never believe anything good can happen. Going upwards, there are other frequencies like guilt. A lot of mothers carry guilt. By the way, women carry shame a lot, and that's considered to be one of the most cultural things, culturally accepted characteristic feature of women, right? So after that comes guilt. A lot of mothers carry guilt because they are overwhelmed with the duties. Guilt also is quite a low frequency, and that also keeps you away from manifesting. Anger, pride, and finally comes there a mid path which is called acceptance. When you come into the frequency of accepting what actually is and not just dreaming and saying I'll make things come true. So, even before I tell you what gratitude gets to you, let me explain to you that your emotions are actually like a magnet that create your, upcoming life. The ones who already know the mirror principle, what you think today is going to change your life 2 months from now completely. If you start waking up early, if you start, using affirmations, doing shadow work, shadow journaling, gratitude, all these things for 2 months without letting any negativity seep in, or even if it comes, sit over it, journal it, and let it go. If you do all those things, 2 months from now, your life will completely change. Yes, and that's a fact. I'm not showing you any dreams. So, mirror principle shows your internal reality creates your external reality. And I'm one of the biggest proofs of that because I managed to change my life big time. I'd say, 360 degrees, 180 degrees, whatever you call it. I managed to change that. So now understanding that, why does manifestation stop? So one of the basics that no one actually goes on to tell you, one of the basic reason why manifestation happens is that your mind tells you, I need this, I want that, while your heart tells you, I don't think I'm going to get that. Okay, so let's say I want to attract 1 crore rupees. My heart says, Arunima, can you get 1 crore rupees? Oh my God, there's so many works around you. How will you be able to focus on your work and get 1 crore rupees? Or I don't think you deserve 1 crore rupees. Now there are shadow aspects of myself as well. There's something like shadow work as well. But apart from shadow work is your emotion at that high level of frequency from where you can actually get your heart and brain to be in coherence to be able to manifest, because manifestation only happens when both your heart and your mind, your brain, totally believe that yes, this is going to happen. So while the brain is saying that yes, I deserve it, yes, there are reasons, I have studied so much and I have done enough hard work, and uh, I'm good at it. Your heart says, have you seen in the past, nothing of that sort happened in my entire family. There's no one who's a billionaire or a millionaire. So, how to get this coherence done? Gratitude is one of the best forms of getting heart and mind or heart and brain coherence. Okay, so your emotions attract your reality, and when you get into gratitude, your gratitude, when you work on gratitude not in a mechanical but in a real manner, you will actually start attracting goodness in your life, because you'll genuinely start believing, you will start emoting on those lines. Yes, I believe all these things have happened. Now, let me ask you a question. All those people who feel that financially they are still stuck, and oh my god, their lives have been so bad, they're destined to be, stuck financially and things like that. Can you look back in the last 10 years, 20 years, whatever amount of life you've lived, that number of things that you needed, like education, food, a house, maybe internet, you can watch this video, was still provided to you? Can you say thank you for this? Do you know people, when you go on the roadside, do you see people who don't even have the basics? You can understand English, what I'm speaking right now. Do you know people who do not understand English? Do you know people who don't know that manifestation law of attraction works? So do you know that you're very lucky? There are many things that we take for granted. And that's the first practice that I want you to begin from. So, gratitude writing as a form of manifestation is not just positive thinking, it's science plus spirituality. Okay. So, what I would want you to do right now, immediately after watching this video, is to write gratitude for three things, three people, three situations, either of these things that you have always taken for granted. Like, let me think, what have I taken for granted? I think I may have taken for granted my parents. They've always been so supportive. Whenever I need emotional release, I can call up my mother. Whenever I have a financial problem, then I can call up my parents and ask them for money. They have brought me up. They gave me that nurturing, that warmth, that love that I required as a young girl. They gave me the best of education. They believed in my dreams. And even at a point of time, I did things in my life when I grew up in the last 5, 6 years. They didn't really affirm to it, they didn't really believe in it, they didn't really trust the process. They still stood by me, they didn't abandon me. They wanted to believe that I as a person have learned a few things which are liable to be correct as well. So they stood with me emotionally and they helped me anyhow. So I have taken my parents for granted. Likewise, you can think of three people, three things that, whatever they have been. Maybe we have taken our houses for granted. Let's think of a house. You have a bed on which you can comfortably sleep. Maybe during the winters, you can also take a bath with warm water. You can drink coffee. Have you ever been thankful to a cup of coffee? There are the smallest to the biggest things that we have taken for granted, and minimum three such things you need to write today before I release the next video. You've got to write about three things that you've taken for granted. Before we streamline into different aspects of our lives, I want you to talk about three people, three things, three situations that you have taken for granted. And there is a way of writing gratitude. Let me also tell you that before I end the video. The way of writing gratitude is I am thankful or I am grateful for, underline, because. So let's say I talk about my parents. I'm grateful to my parents or I'm grateful for my parents because, and then I talk about something that becomes very emotional. I'm grateful to my parents because they brought me up with so much of love. And a better version of the sentence would be I'm grateful to my parents because they gave me the best education, because they trusted me when I did not trust myself. So, after the because, that statement should be a little more narrowed down if you talk about a particular situation, and it should be emotionally high. If you manage to do that, you will, you know, right away enter into that zone of gratitude, and gratitude can get you into the zone of joy. Joy is a very, very high level frequency. As I, begun my video talking about map of consciousness, you can go and find out the map and see joy is a very high level of vibration. When you get into joy, you create your own life yourself. in the next 7 days, I really want you to be, with me and doing all this work that we are, expecting to do over the next 7 days. And if you can continue it for lifelong, you'll see the magic lifelong. All of you who are going to practice this, do let me know through DM or in the comments that you are going to practice gratitude. Please comment gratitude, or if there's anything that you wish to share about your previous gratitude journey, or how excited are you about this journey, please do comment. That really gives me immense amount of encouragement to make more videos that help people. Thank you so much. Signing off, Arunima. Namaste.